Hi, good morning, and welcome to this to this Veterans Yoga Project, Active Flow and Breathwork class. My name is Brian, and I'm delighted to be with you this morning for this exploration of a little bit of pranayama, breath work. We're going to do an activating breath, and then we're going to do some movement on our mat to open our bodies, and then we'll finish with a twist and a little guided rest. We'll be here about 45 to 50 minutes, depending upon timing. As always, I want to remind you that it is your practice and you are in the privacy of your own home and your own space by design. I will be offering and suggesting and inviting you to do some things from over here, and the only requirement for you is to be present and to breathe. Listen to the wisdom of your own body. Do what is right for you. Your body will tell you what it needs and what it wants. And if you listen to it and give it that, then all will be well. Particularly in the breath work, anytime you get out of alignment with your breath, then it's time to stop. So the thing to remember here is that there's no extra effort required, that we're not efforting here. We're being here and allowing things to occur as they occur. So listen to utilize the gear that you have available to support you in your practice. Have straps, have blocks, have blankets, have bolsters, have eye shades, have a chair, have some tissues, clear your passageways. Hint, hint, you might want to clear your passageways now. We're going to begin with the breath. And then come out of any posture at any time, take any alternate posture at any time, modify as you need to, stop whenever you feel like you're losing your connection to your breath. Our goal here is to be calm, steady, focused on our breath, and moving within our own body. All right. So as always, we'll find our supports. Support precedes action. We'll find our supports. We'll ground into our supports. We'll come into the present moment. We'll raise gratitude, and then we'll set our intention. So I invite you into a posture of support, whatever that looks like for you. Whatever form that takes for you, whatever shape that takes for you, take a moment to bring yourself into that. Maybe you're seated in a chair with your feet on the floor. Maybe you're seated cross-legged like I am. Feel into the physical connection, the sensation of physical connection for whatever part of your body that's in contact with something. So you're grounding into the feet on the floor or the sides of the legs, ground into the sits bones, that's the pointy bones at the base of your hip girdle that are in your seat, on your cushion, on your mat, whatever it is that you're seated on. Lengthen through your side body, lengthen through your spine, tuck your chin slightly, shake your head slightly side to side. Feel the back of the neck release so you can feel the full length of the spine from the base to the crown. And then turn your awareness to your breathing. Find your inhale as it appears underneath your nasal passages. Begin to breathe in and out through the nostrils, following the inhalation all the way in, the exhalation all the way out. Finding your breath rhythm, which will be different than mine, and anyone else's. It's yours, your breath, your body. Breathing in and knowing that you're breathing in, breathing out, and knowing that you're breathing out. Having established support and coming to the present moment, I invite you on your next inhale to float your hands to your heart in a way that brings awareness to your heart space and allow to rise in your heart space gratitude. Any one thing for which you are grateful, perhaps for you today, just the possibility of gratitude. Whatever it is that you're grateful for, I invite you to see that clearly in your mind's eye. And anchor your gratitude there in your heart space. And then finally, if you choose, I'll invite you to set an intention for your practice today. Perhaps a simple intention to just be right there with each inhalation, or to just keep your gratitude anchored in your heart space. And whatever your intention is, I invite you to now state it to yourself. Hear yourself in your mind's ear as you state your intention in a clear and declarative voice as if it is already done. And then as the echoes of your intention reverberate in your being, I'll invite you to take a full inhale. And as you exhale, if you choose to, I invite you to allow your chin to drop towards your grateful and intentional heart and offer a benediction to seal your intention as I say, Namo, Namaste. And then lift the chin, release the hands, switch the cross of your legs if you like, so you can be supported and comfortable. Find yourself in a supported seat. We're going to do an activating breath, a little Bhastrika breath, a little brain clearing breath. We're going to try to clear the prefrontal cortex, the front of the lobe, with a little bit of breath. So the breath is in and out through the nostrils. The body is very still. The focus will be on the brow point if your eyes are closed, or if you're uncomfortable closing your eyes, just narrow your gaze and look at something not moving just beyond the tip of your nose. So you're holding your focus steady. The breath is in and out through the nostrils. And then if you choose to, we're going to use the diaphragm to support the breath. So we're going to exhale and pull the belly button back toward the spine, or the diaphragm down and back. And then as we release the diaphragm, out and up, the inhale will come. Now, if you are pregnant or you are on your menstrual cycle, please do not pump the diaphragm. Just simply take a long inhale and a complete exhale. If you're pumping the diaphragm, please don't overexert. We're just aligning the breath. So the breath will be perhaps a little, the tendency here is to overdo the exhale because we're pulling the diaphragm. But the inhale and exhale are equal in length, duration, and intensity and volume. So just be in this space of how can I do this smoothly without an ounce of extra effort. Now, the hand position, we're going to start with the hands on the knees, palms up, thumb and forefinger lightly touching. After a minute, we'll move the arms out from the shoulders, palms up. And then after a minute, we'll bring the hands to the heart. Now, you do not need to add the arms. If the arms get in the way of your breathing, just do the breathing. It's all about the breath. All right, enough talk. Let's do this. So let's take a cleansing breath, full inhale. Complete exhale. Let's do that one more time. Full inhalation. And as you exhale, open the mouth, stick out the tongue, and sigh it out. Empty completely here. Cleansing breath, full inhale. And complete exhale through the nostrils. And then inhale to prepare. We're going to begin. Inhale to prepare. And begin. Now you'll find your rhythm, your breath, your pace, your practice. And if you haven't done this before, it'll take a minute or two to get used to the idea of equalizing the inhale and the exhale, feeling into aligning the diaphragm and the breath in the nostrils. So don't overthink it. Don't stress on it. Just do the best you can and just breathe. You're just breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Settle in on your focus, and then go ahead and take the arms out from the shoulders if you like. Otherwise, keep the hands at the knees and continue your breath. The body is still. The awareness is on the breath in the nostril and the diaphragm moving. Focus is at the brow point if the eyes are closed, or just beyond the tip of the nose if the eyes are narrowed. And again, you're finding your rhythm. And if you feel yourself getting out of rhythm, just stop or slow down. and reconnect. This is a form of Bastrika or bellows breath designed to clear the front of the mind. Now bring your hands to prayer at the chest and continue the breath. We're calm, steady, focused on the breath, and moving within our own body. Body's very still. Awareness is on the breath in the nostrils. Focused at the brow point of the tip of the nose. Take a full inhale. Now gently retain this breath while tucking the chin and relaxing the shoulders and lifting at the base of the spine, at the pelvic bowl. Bringing everything is coming toward the center of your body here, very gently holding, retaining the breath, being very still, noticing your experience and what shifted for you in that simple 3-minute practice. And then exhale, release, bring the hands to the knees. Let everything settle here. Just be very still. Allow everything to settle. Now notice what shifted. It's a very activating, very dynamic breath practice. And now we're going to do a breath practice that balances that so that we're not overactive as we move into our day. So very simple little breath here. And this is an alternate nostril breath. So we're going to inhale through the left nostril and exhale through the right nostril. And then we'll inhale through the right nostril and exhale through the left nostril. And then we'll inhale through both nostrils. And then we'll exhale out the mouth. Now you can use mental awareness to bring your awareness to the nostrils, or if you have a hand mudra and you want to use your hand to block a nostril to augment your practice, that's absolutely okay. And we're just going to be here for a brief period. So bring your awareness to your left nostril. Inhale through the left. At the top of your inhale, pause. Switch your awareness to the right nostril. Exhale through the right. At the bottom of your exhale, pause and then inhale through the right nostril. At the top of the inhale, pause, switch your awareness, and exhale through the left nostril. At the bottom of your exhale, pause, inhale through both nostrils. At the top of your inhale, pause, and then exhale out a pursed lips, a rounded mouth. And then we're going to repeat that pattern. Bring your awareness to your left nostril. Inhale left. Pause at the top and switch. Exhale right. Pause at the bottom and hold. Inhale right. Pause at the top and switch. Exhale left. Pause at the bottom. Inhale both. Pause at the top. Exhale out the mouth. And continue. One more round. Inhaling left. Exhaling right. Inhaling right. Exhaling left. Inhaling both. Exhaling out the mouth. Releasing the pattern, just being still, allowing yourself to settle into stillness here, noticing your experience. Wonderful little practice here. Take a cleansing breath, full inhale. And a complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. Breathe in. Breathe out. And as you breathe out, bring yourself around to your mat in a standing posture. We're going to do a little bit of movement to open up the body. All right. So come to the top of your mat. Wow. Take a moment to just find our feet. And allow everything to settle. We're seated for a few minutes there. Give ourselves time. Move your body as you need to. Wiggle, shake, pace, march, rotate. Just whatever you need to do to let your energy kind of settle in. And then bring your feet underneath the hips. Soften the ankles and the knees. Firm the hips and waist. Lengthen through the side body. Lengthen through the crown. Tuck the chin slightly. Turn your palms forward. Move your hips slightly to the top of your mat. Move your back of your palms slightly to the bottom of your mat. And release the hands so that the fingers maybe brush the top of your mat, or seemingly anyway. This is your mountain posture. Check in with your heart space and your gratitude. Check in with your intention here. Find your inhale. And as you inhale through the nostrils, take the arms high. Take a moment here to just reach. Maybe come up on your toes. Maybe not. Maybe lift the toe. Maybe lift the toes. Rock back into your heels. Maybe not. Place the toes down. Find your balance. Imagine you could zip your heels together without moving them, but you're feeling as if you're moving the heels toward each other. Feel that lengthening up the inside of the legs. Imagine you could brush the ceiling with your fingertips, reach up. Imagine you could take your thumbs lightly to the bottom of your mat so that your biceps frame your ears. And then from here, as you inhale, get long. And as you exhale, just let your body lean to the left. So your body will just go where it goes. Just allow that. Once you've reached that space, on your inhale, maybe get a little longer out of both arms. And as you exhale, maybe there's a little more space to lean into on the left without any extra effort. Calm and steady here. Inhale. Exhale. On your inhale, bring the arms back to center, the torso back to center. Get long. And then on your exhale, lean your body to the right. And again, just go where the body goes. Once you've reached that spot, lengthen through both arms. Inhale. As you exhale, maybe there's a little additional space, maybe not. Just be here, finding this length here, opening through the left side body. Inhale here. Exhale here. As you inhale, come back to center. Take the thumbs to the bottom of the mat, biceps frame the ears, get long through the fingers. Inhale. As you exhale, maybe roll the eyes up, maybe press into the feet, maybe a little back bend. Now it's very early, be gentle. Maybe there's no back bend at all. Maybe it's just the illusion of a back bend. It's all good. Inhale here. And as you exhale, maybe there's a little space created, maybe not. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, come back to center. And you find you had a little back bend there. And then I exhale, bring your hands through prayer, hinge at the hips, and fold forward, releasing the head so that the crown goes toward the mat, the forehead goes towards the shins, the hands release. Now use your blocks here to support your hands if you like. Maybe grasp opposite elbows to brace if you like, either in front of or behind the legs. Letting your head go. Check the back of your neck for tension. Bop the head a little bit. Say, no, there's no tension in my neck, Brian. It's all released. Breathing here. Take a moment here to lift the hips, press into the heels, let the forehead come toward the shins. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's add a little bracing and move the torso. So bring the shins, bring the palms to the shins. And as you inhale, straighten the arms, lengthen through the crown of the head toward the top of your mat. Bring your torso parallel to the mat and breathe in behind your heart. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Press the hips back to the bottom of your mat. Lengthen through the crown. Full inhalation. Exhale. Release the crown. Release the hands. Forward fold. Inhale. Lift the hips. Release the forehead. Exhale. Find your fold. Let's do that again. Inhale. Brace the palms on the shins. Inhale. Lengthen the torso. Flat back. Breathe in. Exhale, hinge and fold. Bend the knees and feel the weight sink into the feet. And then inhale, slowly roll the torso upright, one vertebra at a time. The torso comes up, the shoulders naturally roll up and down, the chin comes parallel to the mat. Fingers reach long, crown goes high. This is your mountain posture. Breathe in, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, take the arms high. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, slight back bend maybe. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bring the hands to prayer. Hinge and fold, forward fold. Inhale, brace the shins, lift the torso, flat back. Exhale, fold, bend the knees. Inhale, root and rise, gathering as you go. Bring the arms up as you come up through tall mountain. Exhale, release the hands. Roll the shoulders, take a breath, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, take the arms high. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Place the hands beside the feet and step the right foot back into a lunge. Drop the right knee in the top of the right foot. Take a moment here to find this posture. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lengthen through the right toes toward the bottom of your mat. Bring your hands to your left knee. Inhale, straighten the arms to support, brace, lift the torso. Find your supported lunge. This is your lunge. Sink the hips. Imagine you're bringing your right hip toward your left heel. You're not really, but you're imagining that movement as you're pressing into the left heel and down into the right knee and getting a little opening through the hip girdle, lengthen through the crown. Open the heart. Breathe in. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale. Take your arms high. Exhale. Bring the elbows shoulder height. Open the chest. Heart opening lunge. Breathe into this morning. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale. Take the arms high. Exhale. Bring the hands down. Frame the foot. Curl the toes. Lift the right foot. Press back through the right heel. Take a breath here. This is your lunge. Supported low lunge. Breathe here. Full inhale. Lift the right thigh. Press back through the right heel. Exhale. Step the right foot forward to join the left. Forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale. Hinge and fold. Inhale. Root and rise. Gathering as you go through tall mountain. Exhale. Release the hands. Roll the shoulders. Take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Other side. Inhale, the arms go high. Exhale, we hinge and fold. Inhale, bracing if you like, come to a flat back. Exhale, hinge and fold, step the left foot back to a lunge, drop the left knee in the top of the left foot. Again, take a moment here, press into the right heel, press back through the left toes, bring your hands to your right knee, opposite hand underneath. Inhale, straighten the arms to lift the torso and find your supported lunge. Breathe here, full inhale. Complete exhale. Imagining you're bringing the left thigh to the right heel, pressing down into the right heel and ball the foot, pressing back through the left toes and down into the left knee. Breathing here, full inhale, take the arms high. Exhale, bring the arms, elbows, shoulder height, cactus arms, open the heart, breathe in. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Inhale, take the arms high, reach up, look up, get long. Exhale, bring the hands down, frame the foot, curl the toes, lift the left knee, press back through the left heel. Inhale here. Lift the left thigh, press back through the left heel, get long in this lunge. Full inhalation. On the exhale, step the left foot forward to join the right forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise, gathering as you go. Exhale, release the hands, roll the shoulders, take a breath. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Okay, we're going to add a twist. Inhale, take the arms high. Exhale, we hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, hands beside the feet, right foot back into a lunge. Drop the knee in the top of the foot. It's early, we can stay supported. Inhale, come up to the knee or through the knee. Find your lunge, and then inhale, take the arms high. Exhale, bring the hands to prayer at the chest. Inhale, get long through the crown, press down into the right knee and left heel. Exhale, rotate your torso to the left, bringing the right elbow to the left thigh or outside the left knee, stacking the palms at the chest, opening the shoulders, breathing here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. Breathe in. As you breathe out, rotate back to center. Release the hands, frame the foot, curl the toes, press back to the right heel. Full inhale. On the exhale, step the foot forward to join the right forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise, gathering as you go. Exhale, release the hands, roll the shoulders, take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, the arms go high. Exhale, we hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, hands beside the feet. Left foot back, left knee down, top of the left foot. Stabilize and inhale, come up through the knee or just come up. Find your lunge. So find your supports first, right? Support precedes the action. So establish that positioning and then inhale, take the arms high. Exhale, bring the hands to prayer. Inhale, get long through the torso. So lift out of the waist while pressing down into the knee. Exhale, rotate the torso to the right, bringing the left elbow to the right thigh or outside the right knee. Stacking the hands and shoulders, hands at the chest, shoulders opening. Into our twist, breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. On the exhale, rotate back to center. Release the hands, curl the toes, lift the left knee, and press back to the left heel. Full inhale. On the exhale, step the left foot forward to join the right forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise, gathering as you go. Exhale, release the hands. Roll the shoulders, take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. All right, we're going to put that together in a bit of a flow here if we can. So inhale, the arms go high. Exhale, we hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Hands beside the feet. Step the right foot back. Drop the right knee in the top of the right foot. Inhale, rise up. Arms high. Exhale. The hands down. Frame the foot. Curl the toes. Step the right foot forward to join the left. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise. Exhale, release the hands. Every time we come to mount, we'll take an extra breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, the arms go high. Exhale, we hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold hands beside the feet. Left foot back, left knee down, top of the left foot. Inhale, take the arms high. Exhale, release the hands. Frame the foot. Curl the toes, lift the knee. Step forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise. Exhale, release the hands. Roll the shoulders, take a breath. Inhale here. Exhale here. Now we're going to mix it up a little bit and we'll switch the rotation. So inhale, the arms go high. Exhale, we hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold hands beside the feet. Left foot back, left knee down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release the hands. Curl the toes and lift. Inhale. Exhale, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise. Exhale, release the hands. Roll the shoulders, take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, the arms go high. Exhale, we hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold hands beside the feet, right knee down, right toes release. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release the hands down, frame the foot. Lift the knee, inhale. Exhale, step the right foot forward to join the left. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise. Exhale, release the hands. Roll the shoulders, take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Okay, we're going to one more set. This time we're going to take out that extra breath. And I'll show you. Inhale, hands high. Exhale, we hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold hands beside the feet. Right foot back, right knee down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release the hands, frame the foot, step forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise. Exhale, release the hands. Take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold hands beside the feet. Left foot back, left knee down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release the hands, frame the foot, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise. Gather as you go. Exhale, release the hands, roll the shoulders, take a breath. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Last one. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Left foot back, left knee down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release the hands, frame the foot, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise. Exhale, release the hands, roll the shoulders, take a breath. Sigh it out. Inhale, take the arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, hands beside the feet, right foot back, right knee down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release, step forward toward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root and rise. Gather as you go. Exhale, release the hands. Roll the shoulders, take a breath. Woo. Wonderful practice here. Gently and easily bring yourself down onto the mat gracefully as you can. Come onto your back. Release your back down onto the mat. Let your palms come over by your hips, palms up. Let your toes fall open for a moment till you find your supports. Lengthen through the crown. Feel the lower spine on the mat. So a lot of us have a tendency to have a little arch in the lower back. So imagine you could lengthen the crown and pull down on your side ribs so that the lower spine is supported. Press through the heels for a minute. Okay. I'm going to work the back of the body a little bit. So bring the heels and toes together. And then bring the knees toward the ceiling, the heels toward the hips. Now rotate the thighs slightly so that the knees are moving toward each other, so they're lightly touching. The tendency here is for the knees to flail open, and we want to avoid that. One of the ways you can do that, if you have a block, you can place your block the long way right between your thighs and just gently hold it there. You're not trying to squeeze it to death, but holding it there will keep that slight inward rotation of the thighs and hips so that your knees are staying parallel. Lengthen through the crown, bring the hands down by the sides for support, press into the palms, and then press into the feet. As you press into the feet, you may feel the pelvic bowl begin to tilt, you maybe feel the buttocks begin to lift. Keep pressing into the feet, pressing the knees away from the face, and the buttocks will lift off the mat. Keep pressing into the feet, pressing into the knees, lengthening and lifting the belly button toward the ceiling, rolling up into your lower back, middle back, and maybe even your upper back. Now, no weight in the head or neck. Breathe here. This is our bridge posture. Exercising the core and the lower back muscles. Keep our stability and strength here, right? So breathe in here, full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. And as you exhale, slowly roll back down, releasing. Now, if you have your block, be mindful of your block. Take your block and place it away so you can bring your knees in towards your chest a little bit and just gently squeeze the knees. And then bring the right knee towards the right shoulder as you lengthen the left leg and press through the left heel. And then maybe take that right knee and gently guide it in some circles as you move that right hip. And then maybe in the opposite direction. Just opening up the hips. And then bring that right knee back in, squeeze and open, bring the knee toward the shoulder. And then as you exhale, release the right leg long and bring the left knee in towards the left shoulder. Reach up and squeeze if you like. Breathe here. Get a stretch first. And then gently, if you like, make some circles with that left hip in one direction. And then switch and go in the opposite direction. And bring that left knee in toward the chest again and squeeze toward the shoulder, squeeze, press to that right heel, get long. And then release the left leg long. Now lift the legs. Now you have choices. If you lift your heels about 6 inches, you're fully engaging the hips and the core and the lower back. If you lift your hips halfway up the wall, you've got a little more support from your spine. If you lift your heels to the crease where your ceiling and wall meet, you got a little more support in your spine. And if you lift your heels to the ceiling, you have the full support of your spine. So find your posture. Support precedes action. You can also bring your hands so that your thumbs are underneath your sits bones, or the back of your palms is underneath the SI joint at the top of the buttocks. That will provide you even more support if you need or want. And then we're simply going to piston the legs here. So bring one knee in as you press to the opposite heel, and then switch with your breath. And then find that place for the angle that's correct for you to do the work that your body is asking for in this particular movement. The lower that your feet are in that angle on the wall, the more that you're engaging through the hips, hamstrings, glutes, hip flexors, working in that psoas muscle, breathing here, working with your breath. Final dynamic movement. So if you're, feeling like, oh, I've had enough of this for one day, just recognize that this is the last dynamic movement, and we're going to move into our twist and our guided rest. So maybe you could just let that thought go, and you could just be in your breath here and just moving your legs. It's no big deal. It's just yoga. One breath, one movement. What's your gratitude? Where is that in your heart space? What was your intention? How are you holding to that intention? Notice your tendency of your mind when you're challenged or you find yourself up against your own resistance. Where does your mind go? If your mind's like mine has some well-worn grooves it goes into, just notice that. This is a pattern interrupt. And we're changing our behavior, we're changing our mind state, we're changing our emotional regulation, we're just being present with ourselves. Yeah, a few more, we're almost there. And then on the inhale, stick both legs long. And then exhale gently, let the heels drop, let the toes fall up and turn the palms up, lengthen through the crown, pull down on the side ribs and just be. Let everything go for a moment. Breathe deep into the belly. Woo. Maybe you feel a little energetic around the hip girdle, maybe not. Just notice what you're feeling as you breathe here. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. All right. Let's do this first. We'll get the twist and then we'll get the opening. So bring your heels and toes together. Bring the knees toward the ceiling, the heels toward the hips. Take the right leg long and then high. Reach up and grab behind the right leg, hamstring, knee, calf. Just pull the right knee toward your face and create that little space, that space in the hip girdle, and then cross the right thigh tightly over the left. So you're pressing the back of the right thigh against the left. Take your arms out 60 to 90 degrees. Inhale here. And then exhale, gently let the knees fall over to the left as you look over your right shoulder. Now the right shoulder is relaxed, so maybe your knees don't go all the way over, and that's absolutely okay. You're just finding where your body is allowing. Your thought is probably to move the right knee away from the face more than towards the ground, and just being in this posture as you breathe. Feeling that stretch across perhaps the front of the body, the chest, feeling that breath perhaps going into the back of the right hip, the lower back on the right side, breathing in, breathing out. Inhaling here. Exhaling here. A full inhale. A complete exhale. As you inhale, bring the head back to neutral, the knees back to center. Take the right leg high. Reach up and just gently pull it towards your face and then release the right leg long. Ooh, let the left leg go out and join it and notice the difference in your hips and how you feel in the hips. Take a breath here. Sigh it out. And then bring your knees toward the ceiling, your heels toward the hips. Extend the left leg long and then take it high. Reach up and grab behind the left leg wherever is available to you. Bring the left knee toward the face. Create that space and then cross the left thigh tightly atop the right. So press it. We're creating some engagement there, some grounding the back of the left thigh into the right. Take the arms out 60 to 90 degrees. Create space. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly let the knees fall over to the right as you look over your left shoulder. And again, the knees may not go far to the right at all, and that's absolutely okay. Allow them to go where they go. Maybe think about moving the knees away from the face more than toward the ground. Relaxing that left shoulder and breathing into the twist, feeling the opening perhaps across the front of the chest. Feeling perhaps that you could breathe into the back of the left hip and lower back there. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale here. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. On the inhale, bring the head back to neutral, the knees back to center. Take the left leg high, reach up and grab, squeeze gently, and then release the left leg long. Release the right leg to join it. Take a cleansing breath here. Full inhale, deep into the belly. Complete exhale. I have a choice here. If you like, you bring the soles of the feet together and bring the heels toward the hips and let the knees fall open. Big butterfly wing legs here. And then experiment with your positioning of your heels to your hips so that you get that space where the hips are most open. Now, if you feel like this is a strain, you can support the thigh or the knee by placing a block under it at whatever height is appropriate for you. But this is our rest. So if this does not feel restful, then I encourage you to just let your feet go long and your toes stay open. And wherever you are with your legs, take your hands down your sides, palms up. And then settle into this space where we're going to be for a few moments. And as you settle in, take a moment here to provide yourself with any additional supports that you may want in this posture. So maybe you have an eye cloth, and maybe you have a blanket or a shawl. Maybe you have a bolster, whatever it is that will provide you perhaps 1% more support in this resting phase. Now, like the breath and like the movement, the rest is actually a phase of the practice, very important phase. This is our integration and healing phase. This is where we allow the benefits of the breath and the movement to sink into the body at the cellular level, bringing healing, restoration. Rest is the root of restoration. We are healing here. And so allow healing. Let go. Release any shaping of the mind, any shaping of the body, any shaping of the breath. Release any analysis of the practice. Release any conversations with yourself. Release any criticisms and condemnations and competition. Release. Allow yourself to feel the supports along the backside of your body. Notice the entire backside of your body being held, supported. Perhaps you can imagine yourself being hugged gently by gravity. Maybe you release into that hug. Allow yourself to just be. Now, perhaps you notice that your mind is uncomfortable in this rest. It needs something to do. It's just frantic to have a task because that is what the mind does. If it doesn't have something to do, it'll make something up to do. So if that's, a barrier for you, an obstacle for you, a challenge for you, if that's a thing for you, you just notice your mind is a bit troublesome, then I suggest that you give your mind a task. And you just simply suggest to your mind that it adopt a sense of gentle curiosity and that it use that gentle curiosity to track or scan your body from the crown to the base of your feet, slowly scanning, tracking your body, just looking for any tension, any tightness, any constriction. Just gentle curiosity on tightness or constriction or contraction. Where is it? And just noticing it. No need to do anything with it. Just notice, oh, my right shoulder, a little bit of tightness there. Oh, my left hip. Oh, my right big toe. Whatever it is, wherever it is. Just allow that task to consume your mind as you sink into your heart space, into that space of gratitude that you anchored there earlier, into that potentiality or possibility of stillness that exists perhaps behind your heart. And just be there in silence for the next minute or so. And if perchance you notice that your attention has wandered away, I invite you to bring gratitude to that noticing. And then gently and compassionately, just return your focus to your breath. On your next inhale, I invite you to begin reconnecting with your body, perhaps wiggling your fingers and your toes, maybe rotating your ankles and your wrists. Continuing to reacclimate to your body on your next inhale, I invite you to bring your knees toward the ceiling, your heels toward your hips, and to extend your right arm alongside your head so that your bicep frames your ear. Now, taking a moment here to prepare to roll to your right side, getting yourself settled around that concept. When you are ready, and only when you are ready, gently roll to your right side, allowing your right arm to cradle your head and neck like a pillow. Take a moment here on your right side to reacclimate and prepare to be upright. And when you are ready, and only when you are ready, I invite you to bring your left arm in front of your torso and use your left arm to help leverage yourself back into your seated posture. And take a moment here to reacclimate to being upright and seated. And then as you are ready, and only as you are ready, I invite you to once again float your hands to your heart space in a way that brings awareness to your heart space, and perhaps allow to arise in your heart space one additional thing for which you are grateful. Whatever it is that arises when gratitude is called forth once again, witness yourself seated in gratitude in your space. And as you witness yourself seated in gratitude in your space, I'll take this opportunity to extend my sense of gratitude to you from this space. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your practice. I'm honored to be here, truly. And I invite and encourage you to stay here in grateful witness for as long as you like. And perhaps more importantly, in closing, I always encourage and invite you to please, please take your gratitude and the echoes of your practice with you as you do rise and go through the rest of your day, lifting yourself and all that you come into contact with. Have an amazing day.